Daily Fail. Men still underlying dying of embarrassment. Fears over masculinity stop prostate victims visiting doctor. I wouldn't go near a doctor if you paid me. Well, it's now a Daily Mail campaign. Of course, if the rates drop, they'll claim, "Oh, we've done it." Yeah. My battle with menopause: mood swings by Baywatch star Pamela. The Times. Secret plan to end Tory turmoil on trade talks. Customs deal could split Johnson and Gove. Smoke and mirrors. Look over here. Look over here, mate. Look over here. Rich Russians ask Kremlin if they can leave Britain. Don't blame them. If I had the money, I'd be gone. This place is a dump run by a bunch of paedophiles. Speaking of paedophiles, main picture there. Divorce reform hope. David Gauke, the new Justice Secretary, agreed to examine the case for reforming divorce laws that force couples to make damaging and false allegations of blame. Yeah, that's the way to do. Mecca has done this, say he's done that. You go through easier. Law firm sex claims. A big law firm is being investigated over claims that it forced a junior female lawyer to sign a gagging order after she accused a male partner of sexual assault. Of course, sounds perfectly plausible. They know the law, so sign this, otherwise you get fired. But he raped me. Oh no, sign this, otherwise you get fired, and no one will believe you anyway. That's how they gang up on people. Labour's 90 billion plan. Labour plans to re-nationalise the water industry would cost 90 billion, the equivalent of the education budget according to a leading think tank. They have zero plans to re-nationalise the industry, although of course it is a double-edged sword, because although they don't, those that own the shares in it will go yoo, because they make massive killing, and then of course Conservatives come back in and sell it off again, just like goes on for ages. You know, good and evil, Labour, Conservative, although they're both evil of course, but that's what happens, and their buddies make billions, 90 billion in this case as it would seem. Of course you can't believe anything in the papers either though. Tech boss has cancer. The head of Facebook in Europe, Nicola Mendelssohn or Sean, has revealed she has incurable cancer and said that telling her children was the hardest moment of her life. Hey, here's something for you. Google cures for cancer. Guess what? You'll find there's loads. Italy race attack fears. Far-right gunman who tried to kill 6 African migrants in drive-by shooting was charged amid fears of more racist attacks before Italy elections next month. Right, whether it's real or fake, whether it's planned or not, doesn't matter. No one likes this, what they're doing at the moment, and that's through the whole of Europe, not just the UK, the whole of Europe. It's planned by design to water down the men, women of your country, so that you won't complain when they allow more and more in, so that there's nationalisation's gone and your national identity vanishes. That's the plan all along, always has been. Now this is a weird rate rises ahead. The Bank of England poised to keep interest rate at 0.5% on Thursday is expected to leave the door open to a rise in May before another in November. So they are planning on crippling the financial system. It's just not just yet, or so they'd like you to think. The scum. Queen's swans killed by bird flu. Oh, we better go and get that bird flu injection then, hadn't we? How to get lean with Mylene. Facebook hate lies. Apparently they're going to clamp down on anyone with racist comment, hate speech or conspiracy theories. Now of course the problem with that is that nearly the majority of conspiracy theories, as it turned out, have turned out to be actual conspiracies. And when you think about it, it needs two or more to contrive, work together to conspire against some other group. For instance, a couple of MPs conspiring against the rest of the population. Goes on all the time, doesn't it? The Guardian. Now, if this is real, they should have some bum squeaking. Secret Freemasons lodges for MPs and journalists revealed. I'm not going to read the article because you can do that yourself if you're that bothered. They wouldn't want journalists listening to conversations. Why not? They're all bought and paid for scumbags anyway that do as they're told. Besides, they're probably in with the lodges, as it says. Journalists, MPs and journalists. NHS crisis. Alarm as vital operations cancelled. Oh, we better privatise the NHS then. Oh no, we planned that all along. Daily Mirror. Distraction with football. Strictly another distraction. The coldest week of winter. Britain braves for snow and ice. Chaos. Chaos! They love that word. Every day as temperatures plummet to -14. Lies, lies and lies, as you will see. Remember that last thing there? Plummet to -14. Daily Star. No nakedness, so it must be on the sun. And told to keep it down. Doesn't elaborate on what that's about. And parasite and sniffy new pell. Coldest week is on the way. Snow and ice bring road hell. Well, the Satanists will love road hell, wouldn't they? Tempe, because it's Monday. Daily Express. Cabinet at war. Ministers face new fight to keep May in Downing Street. Like she gives a shit. Because she's been Prime Minister, she gets Prime Minister's wages for the rest of her life. Like the rest of them that are still around are still getting Prime Minister's wages right now. Every single one of them that's alive is still getting Prime Minister's wages, the same that she gets. Well, it's a great scam if you can get away with it, isn't it? Official. Migrants will pay more to use NHS. What's that spell? Oh yeah, that's bullshit. 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 Killer freeze to last 10 days. Dire warning as -10 blast of winter strikes Britain. Wait a minute. A minute ago it was -14, now it's -10. There's a big difference between them 4 degrees. You get the idea that neither of them's got a clue. None of them have a clue what's going on. So they just put this most scariest bullshit out they can. And I think that's right. Now the Queen conquered a bad case of royal shyness. She simply leeched off everyone else like she's done for the rest an entire life. Telegraph. Lloyd's banking Bitcoin crackdown. This is to make you think Lloyd's that the Bitcoin isn't run and controlled by them. Basically, they're stopping anyone from buying Bitcoin using credit card because they're feared there's going to be a slump and they'll have to, yeah. Facebook chief calls to arms on cancer battle. Go away. Just do a search. Portman. There's Natalie Portman. I have 100 abuse stories to tell. About Hollywood again. Because we know there's a lot of shit going off there. Warboys to be asked if he minds wearing a tag. Of course he don't mind. Why are they trying to make something big out of it? This is a mission to reconnect our children with the natural world. Well, I doubt that very much, but it would be good if that was the case. Coming soon, a crisp just for the ladies. More bullshit alert. This is divide and conquer. Because you're, oh, what about crisp for the blokes? Blah, blah. Don't get even dragged into that absolute fake bullshit. Record numbers die of malnutrition in NHS. Or let me just read that headline the way it should have have been put out. Men, women and children starving to death in the NHS because they're not getting fed or watered. May rejects customs union. What's that? Yeah, my bullshit detector's gone off again. Aye, paper. Not going to bother about these small stories, they're all crap anyway. May tries to sue hardliners. After a weekend of leadership plots and confusion over policy, PM rules out customs union with Europe. Number 10 acts after ministers backed different EU outcomes on TV. May position in jeopardy, warns leading Brexiteer. And why would a Brexiteer be bothered, eh? Distraction, smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. Metro. Harvey v. Uma. It's war as Thurman accuses Weinstein of sex attacks and he threatens to sue. I doubt he will, because that'll bring all the other stuff that he's done in the past to the forefront, and well, the fact that he's still walking free shows that you know paedophiles run the world. Rudd, it's one for all and all for one. Minister squash claims 3 Brexiteers will topple May. Yeah, one for all and all for one. Them, not us. Don't give a shit about. You can starve, you can be homeless, you can die. We don't care. We're looking after number one. Number one means them. Financial Times. Macedonia is Greece, apparently. It's all Greek. Neighbours in naming battle. More divide and conquer by looks of it to me. No bonfire on banking regulations after Brexit. Bills of exchange tells Eurosceptics. Deputy vows to keep standards of resilience. Take of anti-May coup. Talk of anti-May coup as Tories quarrel. You just got to know the bigger story behind what's going off there to understand why I'm laughing. DeepMind and London Hospital faces AI on spotting eye disease from scans. Private finance bills swell for schools and hospitals. Yeah,